Flosstube friends, it's time for another episode. Hi everybody, and welcome to another fun Friday Flosstube weekly update with me. I am Annie, Joy-Filled Stitcher. I am Joy-Filled Stitcher both here on YouTube and over on Instagram. So if you are not over there, check me out over there. If you're not over there, check me out. No, if you don't follow me over there, follow me over there. This is a video and my channel about cross stitch, other crafty endeavors, knitting, stash acquiring, because that's a hobby in and all of it. Woo, my words. I don't think my mouth has thawed out from freezing carpool today. This is Flosstube number 91. So I cannot believe we are within 10 floss tubes of Flosstube 100. That is super cool and completely unbelievable. So I hope everybody has had a wonderful week. Today is Friday, February the 12th, 2021. We are in Valentine's weekend. If you choose to celebrate that holiday with your Valentines or Galentines, that would be super fun. Hopefully you have something fun to do, whether it be from the comfort of your own home or socially distanced from other people. I'll get into life update in a minute, but first things first, I need to give you all a hug because I am in need of a hug today. I don't know about anybody else, but hugs are in order. So if you are new here, welcome. I hope you hear, like, feel something that makes you happy, joyful, whatever, and want to come back and join in again. If you're returning, if you've been here, welcome back. Thank you so much for returning and hanging out with me. I have some Flosstube friends of mine that have been with me since the very beginning, episode number 1. And for that, I can only say, bless you. Because, you know, that's a lot of hours of stuff. So let's come in for our hug, okay? Are we ready for our hug this week? Let's get our hug on. So here we go. Hug number 1. Let's do a hug number 2. Sorry, I bumped you that time. Hug number 2. And then we give ourselves a big old hug. I did my nails. I don't know if you could tell, because, you know, like, I find that when I do my nails, I talk with my hands more. So I did my nails. I use Color Street, which are like nail polish strips. I kind of went through a period of not doing them because in the winter I find my hands are so dry that it makes my nails really dry, but I've been using some really awesome hand cream and I just really wanted something. Last night I was in the mood for a little bit of extra self-care, so I did my nails. So this is Color Street Swiss and Tell, so it is a white, just glossy. It's just what I wanted, something different. And so yeah, I did that. I do have a new headband on. This is my Liberty of London print headband that I purchased from J. Crew. I have one other Liberty of London print headband from them, and it is my most favorite headband. And so I purchased some more for the spring, and I thought this one was cute because today was like wear your cutest like Valentine's gear. They let the kids be out of uniform today because it's super cold. And I know some of y'all are in a location that is much, much, much colder than we are, but what we're going to be experiencing next week, which I know is typical winter for everybody else, is record-breaking for us. We're looking at low temperatures in the negatives. For those who are new, I am in North Texas. I live in Fort Worth, born and raised. That's not typical winter. We can be cold, but we've been cold for days, and it's not going anywhere. We have some, and I know this is a part of a much larger system. It isn't like this just poof came and planted itself here. We are looking at winter precipitation, Sunday into Monday. Monday is a holiday for us, so we are off anyway, which is awesome. Tuesday is a professional development day, but can easily be moved to a virtual from home. So that is looking like a possibility because the low that day is like -2 right now. It was 1. Now we've gone to -2. So who knows what it'll be by the time we actually get there. And then I'm actually tucking my feet kind of up underneath me because they're still cold from carpool. Today during carpool, it was 27 degrees, which I know is not, in the grand scheme of things, that cold from some folks who live much further north than me. Us Southerners, I know we get ragged on for complaining, but that's cold. Plus, we have a wind chill, and the wind chill is brutal. And ours it was a bit damp feeling today. And I was out in it this morning for a half hour and this afternoon for a half hour. So I'm still waiting for my toes to stop aching. I also, for those who don't know this backstory, in 2016-17, I had 2 ankle reconstructions on my left ankle. I have very little padding in there after all of that. My ankle joint tells me when it's going to rain, and when it's cold, it aches constantly. So bless wool socks. That is one reason why I'm wanting to become such a prolific sock knitter, is that I wear wool socks from about October to April. Let's be perfectly honest. So anywho, many of you have reached out to me a lot on Instagram Messenger. Yesterday we had a snow day. It was actually more like an ice day. We had on Wednesday night into Thursday morning just enough freezing rain and drizzle to put a thin glaze in spots of ice, black ice, which black ice or invisible ice, whatever you want to call it, is ice that it like blends into the ground, so you don't see it, and it causes huge problems with driving. A number of you reached out to me because I do live in Fort Worth, and if you at all have watched the news, it's been on national news. We had a catastrophic, I'm not going to go into too much detail, it was very triggering to me yesterday. I don't want to say triggering, but I kind of had to after somebody leaked a video that sensational news journalism decided to put out there for everybody to see, and I can't get it out of my head. But basically, we ended up with at last count, 122 car / work truck / semi truck accident on one of our highways. The problem is where the accident occurred was in one of our express lanes. It's a toll lane, so like an HOV lane, where it means that there's concrete barricades on both sides. So as the cars were sliding and hitting each other, there was nowhere for them to go, so it just kept. And so 122 cars, they declared it a mass casualty event. I don't really want to go into all of that. That is just what they declared it. They were still cleaning it up this happened at about 6:30 yesterday morning, and they were still cleaning it up as of last night. They're still investigating and going into it all. But a lot of you reached out to me to see if I was okay, if my family was okay. My school made the call yesterday at 6 o'clock in the morning to not have us come in. Our student and staff population commutes. I'm a private school, so we have families that drive 30 or more minutes away, and their road conditions might be different. Now, we always tell parents to err on what feels best to them and the benefit of their family. But yeah, I do want to thank all of you that reached out and checked on me and my family. We're good. I do not know anyone directly impacted by it. I do know that at least 2 of our teachers, that is their direct route to school. And so it was kind of a blessing that we called school, because they could have potentially been in that. So yeah, I do have several friends that were first responders on the scene, or their husbands, or someone in their family. And I know my prayers go out to everybody, no matter if they were directly involved in that collision itself, or the cleanup, the search and rescue, like all of that part of it. I will say, if you don't like this bit, just feel free to slide right on through. But I know that a lot of people know that I live in Fort Worth, knew that this happened in Fort Worth, and wanted to check and make sure I was okay. So we're good. One other quick life update, just while it's on the forefront of my mind, because y'all all have been reaching out to me about my mom and my dad. You might have noticed I don't have my video helper here today. But that is, while sad for me, because I kind of got used to having her around in my videos and giving me words and tooting and burping in my videos. Bless her, she's 9 and she has been taught wonderful manners, but you know, sometimes those things just slip out. My mom is doing so much better. She has felt wonderful since last weekend, pretty much since my last video. On Monday, she did decide to go ahead and get a PCR test, which is the more accurate than a rapid test. She heard back on Tuesday she was still testing positive. So she was getting one because she wanted to make sure, since she owns a business, that she felt comfortable going back to work and her employees feeling confident in her feeling okay. Like, that her feeling okay, but she still didn't have COVID in her system. Now, I know there are some people that test COVID positive for a very long time. We were prepared for that, and we were going to cross that bridge in terms of her little one spending the night if it had not come back negative this time. So she had one on Wednesday. She got her results yesterday. Another PCR test came back negative. So we are over the moon thrilled, because we were in the deepest valley and she has made her way out. She is feeling so much better. I know not everyone is that lucky. But we're just so appreciative of all the thoughts, well wishes, prayers, the people that reached out here, there, and everywhere. It means an incredible lot to me. My dad is still negative. He has not had a single symptom, which is wonderful. My daughter, who was considered a close contact, we're doing great there. So yeah, everything is going in a more positive direction in that respect. Yeah. So, let's get on to showing some stitching. How about that? Would that be good? 12.5 minutes in. I don't have a ton of projects to show you because I kind of stuck with one thing until I hit whatever my goal was on it. So I think the first thing I'll show you is I am doing a series of heart and hand charts. This is in a Diana bag. It is Kismet Stitches. I love her half-size bag, and it's this beautiful William Morris fabric. I am in a group called Semi-Sane Stitchers. Oh, wait, one more thing. Somebody asked if my glasses are new. They are new. Zinni Optical. These are Zinni times Cynthia Rowley. So I'm still getting used to them because they're a little bigger on my face. But, yeah, I like them. Anywho, back to what I was saying. I am in a group called Semi-Sane Stitchers on Facebook. I am not sure if it's currently closed or it still has where you have to be, like, referred in. That I'm not sure of. But they do different challenges. Well, one of their challenges this year is a year-long challenge. And their year-long challenge is called Alpha My Bets. And the goal was to pick an alphabet chart of some sort. Every 2 weeks, you will stitch on a letter of that chart. So we've done our A's. We've done our B's. We're in C's. Today, pardon me, actually starts letter D. And so my goal was, before it switched over to D today, to get the C's done. Well, I am actually doing a series of 5. These are heart and hand, bird in hand series. So I am doing summer, winter, spring, there's my fabric tag, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. So again, letter C. This is on Bee Stitch Me, 20 count Ada in Peanut. I believe this was a fabric of the month. But as far as I know, her fabric of the months are not exclusive. They do eventually come to the website and to her Friday Night Fight Nights. I don't think there's one this week. I'm not sure. I kind of haven't been participating because I'm trying to stick with doing my clubs. and really cutting back on what I have. You're kind of going to notice there's not much stash today. So here is where I am with winter. I did see, and I also put in these two blue snowflakes in Dublin Bay, excuse me. Here is spring. I did C, and then I finished all the rest of the flowers up in that border. Here is summer. I finished the C, and I did all the stars in the border. I love how the C's are different in that the ABCs, while they all have a similar style, they're all different sizes. So that's kind of cool. And then here is Thanksgiving. So I did the letter C, and then I also put in one of the additional colors up in the top border. And then here is the Christmas one, and I did the letter C. I was going to put in the stocking, but honestly, or part of the stocking that's right down there, by the time I got to this last night, I was spent. I had had a day. I was done. So I knitted a little bit. So I am going to show you a knitting whip here in a minute. All right, so I pulled out this project on the 6th for its birthday. I showed this last week, and I said my goal was to get July completed. I did, yay. This is in a bag I sewed myself with some different fabrics I found at Joann's using Helen D's tutorial. And this bag holds my Heart and Hand. This is a little bit Heart and Hand week. Heart and Hand Square Dance. I was working on July. I have changed up the colors on all of mine, and I don't use the buttons. So when I get done with these charts, I will have the charts and all the buttons are with it still. They're just not what I'm wanting to add in right now. I might change my mind, but we'll see. So July is done. I did end up doing fish. I know that I had talked at length about coming up with something else, but I thought, you know what? Let me do the fish, but let me change the colors. So I did end up changing the colors. I went with kind of a patriotic color scheme. So I did Victoria Motto Primitive Stripes, which is just a white. You could use any other kind of antique, like 3865 would work perfectly. I used Rain Shower from Classic Colorworks. I used Color and Cotton Olympic. I love this blue. I used Classic Colorworks Blue Corn, Classic Colorworks Queen Bee, and then the two reds I used are both Classic Colorworks, and we've got Ribbon Red and Ladybug. So let me show you what that turned out like. I think it turned out pretty cute. I'll go ahead and show, for those of you that are new, I'll show you what I've done so far. So here is January's, which I followed pretty closely to Priscilla of the Housewives, January colors. Here is February's. I did my own spin on February. There is March. I did my own spin on March as well. Here is April, and I ended up with the carrots doing heirloom carrots. So we've got purple, gold, orange, all different colors of carrots. May is the pretty flowers. Those are my color choices. June is the popsicles, also my color choices. And then here is how July turned out. So I love it. And I have stripy fish. Like, I love how this one kind of turned out like the flag. Same with this one. So I really like how it turned out. That was super fun. So basically what I'm going to do is try to get one done a month. I did 6 of them last year. Hopefully I can get the other 6 done this year and then FFO them all. And then next year, I can actually have them out and displayed, because I'm still stitching them on that big piece and not really wanting to start cutting them yet. All right, so another group that I participate in is Whipgo 2021, WIPGO 2021. It is the invention of Jessie Marie, of Jessie Marie Does Stuff. You can find her here on YouTube. She has a great video explaining it. It is not too late to join. You can join at any point in the year. But each month, 2 projects are chosen off of our boards based on whatever number squares are chosen. And so my 2 this month are Barbara Anna's chart called Light and Arranging Tools by Ink Circles. You're going to see them both because I finished my rotation on Barbara Anna's Light. I wanted 7 days, and I got 7 days in. And then arranging tools is also 7 days. Now, this weekend is Whipgo weekend, which means ultimately you're trying to set goals for your projects in order to like accomplish your ultimate goal for that project. So since light is done, I'm not going to focus on that this weekend, but I am going to focus quite significantly on arranging tools. And I think I might pull another project off the board. I have a couple of projects that have 21 days slotted for them for the year. I may go ahead and put in a day on those. We'll see. So for those, this is another Diana bag. It is Kismet Diana's. Awesome. Another William Morris bag. This is the larger size. And this holds this awesome chart. I believe it is still a freebie. If you go to Barbara Anna's Instagram, I believe in her link tree, which is in her bio, if you click on that, it will give you a link to this chart. This is light. She did this as part of Be Well and Stitch movement in the spring. This is on 25 count. I always forget the name of this, even though I've shown it several times. I need to put my feet down because my chair is rocking, not intentionally. 25 count Stormy Night Lugana. I am doing this 1/1, which means I am doing one thread over one strand of floss over one thread. So it is tiny, tiny, and it looks like a painting to me. So I put in quite a bit. So the last time I only had just this little bit. So I came all the way down, did the bottom hem of her skirt, and did a little bit of the fill in here. I filled in more of this bustly bit back here. And then I started filling in the light parts, the light patterns in her skirt. So now I think I've done all the light patterns in her skirt, which means now I'll have just a lot of fill in of this brown color. Then I've got the entire vine, the lantern. There's still a significant amount of stitching. My goal on this was not to finish. It was to put in 7 days, and I got a lot of progress in 7 days. I'm very pleased with it. It's a fun chart. I don't move as fast with the 1/1, but I still really enjoy it. It's a fun thing. So let me show you where I am on arranging tools. I have put in like 1.5 days. I got a little bit last night, but not much. Not enough to count for 2 days. This is Arranging Tools by Ink Circles. I am stitching this for my husband. My goal would be to have this done by his birthday at the end of May. We'll see. I love this. I love the symmetry in it. He obviously loves tools of all kinds. And I think it's super fun. I love stitching this too because it's kind of like coloring, like a coloring book. This is on an 18 count mystery fabric from Be Stitch Me. I think I probably got it in some kind of grab bag of some sort. I do still have this on the hoop because I am still working through it. This is one of my Nourish hoops that I got from Joann's. And that's what I have so far. I actually have done quite a bit because when I started on day 1, I had the level and I had only like this part of the hammer and up. So I filled in all of this. So there is a possibility in 7 days of stitching that I could get a finish on this, which would be awesome because 1, I'd accomplished my 7-day goal, and 2, I'd have it so then I could start pondering for months what the FFO is going to be, how I'm going to finish it. So then let me show you my knitting. I have not worked more on my socks. I love the yarn, but like I have so many other yarns that I'm like, meh. And I also want to try maybe going back to my little needles, my 9-inch. We'll see. I'm not sure. Let me find the front of this pattern to show you what I am working on. I'm sorry, that's really crinkly. Oh, it's right here. This is the Land of Sweets cowl. This is by Helen Stewart of Curious Handmade. You can find this on Ravelry. It's a super fun long cowl. It's perfect if you have mini skeins. It's a great stash buster. because there's only 8 rows of each one, so you don't need a ton. That's what it looks like finished up. I am using my oh my gosh, what, my brain just died. My White Elephant Advent from Forbidden Fiber Co. that I opened back in my Flossmas series. I'm using it. I'm using that. So I've done actually quite a bit since the last time because I was on some all knitting rows. So here's where I was. I think I was here last time. I can't really be for certain. So I have put in some more colors. This is, oh my gosh, what was this one? I kind of messed up on this one. I just kept knitting. I was like, oh wait, I'm not supposed to be just knitting. Let's see if I can find my tag. Let's see, because I kept all the tags. Let's see. I apologize for the delay. Oh, yes. Okay, so the red, this is costume jewelry. This is old-fashioned Christmas candy. This is picture frame, and I am currently working through fruitcake. So it was all kind of white elephant gifts. Now, I will say, this one was supposed to be another lacy one. I'm not feeling lace right now, just being perfectly honest. So I decided to do one of my favorite stitch patterns until I get back to some straight knitting. And I'm going to do some seed stitch, which is knit 1, purl 1. And then on your alternating rows, if you're even, which this is an even number of stitches, you do purl 1, knit 1. And it kind of makes this really cute bumpy texture. So I think that might beef up my middle section a little bit. And I might do some more of these little like stacky brick ones. And then some more plain knit stitches. So it calls for, I think, 24 stripes. Mine only had 18. So I went ahead and picked 6 of my favorites to repeat at the end. And I will say, I love this pattern. It will not be my last one that I do. I will definitely use that pattern again. It's super fun. Okay, so let's talk giveaways. Or Pass the Stash. Last week, I had 4 Pass the Stashes that I did, and I had asked that if you wanted to participate, that you please fill out the link down below that says Happy Mail Google form or Happy Mail form. If your name gets picked because you used the keyword but you're not on that form, I'm not going to send it to you. There are like over 400 people on there, and all those people are typically wanting something too, and so I would love for you to fill it out. I understand if you're not comfortable. Nobody sees that but me. I don't share it with anybody, but it is an easy way for me to, on Saturday, sit down, because I did last Saturday, and label everything up and get it sent out to you, so it's on its way. Anywho, I think there was only 1 of the 4 this week that I had to pick more than 1 person, because the first or second person had not filled out. So the first one, I had some flosses that had come with a chart that I was not planning on working with. It was 2 weeks Dye Works and a Classic Colorworks. I believe, if I remember correctly, these are the flosses that go along with the Sunday stitching chart. The first one, the Amazing Grace one. So if you're doing that chart, here are the flosses. It's only 3, which is really nice. And this is going to 125 people said they wanted the weeks. And this is going to Katie West. So Katie West, I have your information because you filled out my form, and I will send this to you. Yay, Katie. All right, next up, I have a cute Teresa Kogut chart. This is Welcome Spring Bunny, and I had asked you to use the word bunny for this chart. There were 40 people who used the word bunny and said they wanted to stitch it. I'm going to tell you right now, this little penny rug detail is so cute. So cute. 40 people, and this is going to Carol Turner. Carol, congratulations. Oh, I'm sorry. I've got something poking in my eye. Carol, congratulations. I will put this in the mail to you because you filled out my form, and I can send it to you. So there's that. Hold on a minute, guys. Let me put this over here. I have stuff wanting to slide off my side table. I have this super cute chart from Angel Stitching. This is Spring Bee. This was a chart that was passed along to me by patients, and I don't foresee myself stitching it. I've done a big time cull and like weed out of my stash. There will be stuff coming to de-stash, maybe this weekend, we'll see. But anywho, I had asked you to use the word B. 36 people said B, and this is going to Megan G. So Megan G, I have your information, so I will send this to you. Yay! You're getting to stitch the B. B-E-E. All right, and then the last one is a Little House Needleworks chart called Rain Shower. I did throw in 2 weeks dye works that are very similar to the called for classic colorworks. Joyful Little One picked the word for this. She said thunder. So if you wanted to stitch this, you needed to use the word thunder. 104 people wanted to stitch thunder with the week's dye works. And this is going to Kristen McCollar. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your last name. McCollar. So Kristen M. Congratulations, I have your information. I will put this in the mail to you. I cannot guarantee if I put it in tomorrow how quickly it will move out of my area with the impending doom that we have going. So I do have something to pass along, but it's in the stash portion of this video, so we'll get there here in just a minute. Plans. So plans for this weekend, Whipgo weekend. So I'm going to focus for sure on arranging tools. And I also think I want to pull out one of my other Whipgo pieces on the board. I may do a random number picker and see which one comes up. We'll see. Let the numbers be faithful. The other thing that I am going to pull out this weekend, because I want to get this first part complete, is my Made to Create SAL from Caterpillar Cross Stitch. You can still buy the full kit or the PDF and stitch along with us. The first part is released. There's only one part a month instead of one every 2 weeks. So my goal would be to get this first part finished before the next release on the 25th. I will show you what I have so far. This is center start. This is going to be the letter E. So the top is a crochet hook. The middle is a needle with this cool thread. I love this, love it. And then this is like a paint tube. So yeah, this is super fun. Needle minder is from Caterpillar Cross Stitch. They have fantastic needle minders. Their kit comes with, I think Aida or Even Weave. I chose, I believe, the 16 count Aida. Comes with the floss. It's amazing. And I have mine in a bag from Stitch Toolbox. So I am going to put some time into this weekend. So yeah. Super excited to spend some more time on that. And now I do have Hello Dear. I'm still going. It is on my Whipgo board, so maybe that will get picked. So this is not stash, but a couple weeks ago I shared that my Valentine box from Forbidden Fiber Co. came, and that I was going to start opening it. They suggested the 14th, but since I have a video today, I thought I'd go ahead and open it, the first part, today with you. So I have to show this because this is just too good. And like, I don't even want to bust it open because it's so good. I'm going to show you all the extra goodies today for sure. And then I'm going to also open one skein of yarn. And then I think what I'll probably end up doing is do a daily open on my Insta stories, and then I'll share it over here. Look at how cool that is. Those beautiful paper flowers. So I don't know how I'm going to open this without wrecking it, but I'm going to show you all the extra goodies first. So it does come with a card that shares all about some different things. So it says, thank you so much for being part of our first Valentine's box. I will say this, between the White Elephant Advent box, between the Halloween themed box that I saw Michelle G. Bendy Stitchy open, and this Valentine's box, I will not hesitate to purchase a box from Leanne at Forbidden Fiber Co. Not in one iota. It's good, huh? It's good. It's good. It's good. It's been so much fun thinking up unique ways to express the love of yarn through, well, love. They've included a black and white pattern designed especially for this kit, and it's included in the box. It's black and white, so you don't get spoiled on the colors, which I think is awesome. Tells you what kind of needles you need. It tells you you're going to need some stitch markers, a tapestry needle, things like that. They're designed to be open starting on February 14th, but you can open as you please. There's also a little fun challenge, a photo challenge going on. So what's inside? The 12 mini skeins, the Sweet Talk wrap chart for pattern, excuse me, from Afifa Knits. It says knit each day as you open your colors or wait until the end and choose your own order. Okay. And then it's got some other goodies. So let me show you what else is in here. So of course, no Valentine's is complete without conversation hearts. These are some Brock's tiny conversation hearts. So cute. This is a cute little photo frame with a magnet on the back, and it says, this is curated by Forbidden Fiber Co. Decorate your fridge with someone you love or hold tight to a special memory. I think that's super cute. Let's see what else. We got a very cool pen, Forbidden Fiber Co. It's a pen. It's a heart, anatomical heart with roses through it, and it says enamel heart pen. Some may find this a little grotesque for Valentine's Day, but I think it's hilarious and just couldn't help myself. Those roses through the middle really make it awesome. Pin it to your project bag or maybe your laptop bag like me. So I don't know where I'll pin it yet, but I think it's really cool. You could also snip the back, you know, grind it flat and turn it into a needle minder if you're a stitcher like I am. Okay, so then in this super cute little bag, it says you and me are some awesome, now I've already looked at these, awesomely beautiful stitch markers that I will use on my chart. There are 3 silver and 3 gold. I'm going to leave out 1 silver. I don't want to drop them because they're liable to fall down in the crack of my chair and get lost for eternity. But they are so pretty. So they are heart, very simple, heart stitch markers. Oh my gosh, this is so challenging. I'm just going to show you the silver one and just know that I have some that are gold too. So you can see there's just a really simple little closed ring heart stitch marker, and I have 3 silver and 3 gold. I love those. Man, so good. I love those. And then we got a cool, this is a magnet. I think it's a magnet. Let's see. Conversation heart magnet. This is made by Twin Mommy Creations. Will you be mine? So cute. Designed and made by Anne, this cute conversation heart demonstrates our devotion to all things wool. That is so cute, and it's got a real nice magnet. In fact, I'm going to stick it right there on my Restcog cart. All right, so that's all the extra goodies that are in the box. So if that wasn't enough, like amazing, let's see if I can somehow manage to grab out a skein in here and not totally wreck everything. They're numbered. I'm going to not wreck it, wreck the system like I did last time. So this is number 1. It's got 2 little flowers on it. It's wrapped up long and skinny. It says number 1. Sorry for the crinkle. Ooh, this is good. Oh, it's so pretty. I have not had a yarn yet that I don't love from Leanne. Okay, it says too cool. Are you too cool to be my Valentine? Look at how pretty that is. Oh my goodness. I love that. That is so pretty. Leanne, I love it. Oh, that's so good. Oh, yay. Okay, there's day 1. So if you're interested in seeing the rest, I will open them on Insta Stories, and I may or may not upload them here. We'll see. We'll see what it's up to. Because Insta Stories is vertical, and then when you upload it here, it's all vertical, and my, like, perfectionism does not like that so much. But, hey, to each their own. You do you. All right, so what time is it? It's Joy-Filled Stash time. It's Joy-Filled Stash time. Which I know some of y'all love, and some of y'all are like, no, because I don't want to buy stuff. All right, so this is not stash, but Stitchy Kindness, and it just happened to be in here. But I got a super sweet and beautiful card. So this card is actually from Kitten Stitcher, And on the back, well, it's not, the card is not from Kitten Stitcher. The card is from Deanna. So Deanna, thank you for your wonderful note. But this card says www.kittenstitcher.com. And at the top, on the back, it says, tell me, ye knowing and discerning few, where I may find a friend both firm and true. And she's beautiful. So this is going to for sure go in my Stitchy journal. I love it. Thank you so much, Deanna. Just so sweet. All right, so then I was watching Just Keep Stitching. I am still several weeks behind, so I'm sure most of you are already like, yeah, we saw that like 4 weeks ago. But Stephanie had mentioned these Kato hoops, and so I thought I'd give them a shot. I think I got this 4-pack. It's got 2 circle and 2 oval of varying sizes. I think it was about $12 to $13. I just searched Kato, C-A-Y-D-O, on Amazon. They are very unique. If I don't use them to stitch, I think they'd actually be great for finishing because they look like a really nice like vintage wood hoop. They have the hardware, hanging hardware. Once you get them uncurled and don't wreck your nails, the inside is like hard plastic, right? Then the outside is like bendable rubbery. And it's like this. This reminds me of like my keychain that's like a big hoop. Sorry. Side note, it's, this sits in that channel. So yeah, I'm not sure if I will use them to stitch. I haven't tried them yet. They're a little tough on my hands at first, but I think they might loosen up over time. I don't know. We'll see. All right, next up, oh, doggone it, I meant to show it, but there's not much done on it. But last week, I shared that Stitchly box. P.S. The code did not work initially. So thank you to the folks who reached out to me and said, your code's not working. I did get back with Stitchly. They fixed it. The code is working. I will share it again. But it's the beginner cross stitch kit that has the 5 counted cross stitch and 1 stamped cross stitch. It comes with 3 hoops, some needles. It comes with all the floss on bobbins already labeled. I think it would be perfect for a kiddo or a new to stitching person. The charts are funny and cute. Joyful Little One already ripped the stamped rainbow one out of my hands and has already started it. I meant to show it, but it's only got just a tiny bit of one color. So yeah, I might have fallen down a little bit of a rabbit hole because I was like, ooh, stamped cross stitch. Never done that. That could be something that I could work on when I don't have the mental capacity to count and I just want to stitch. So I went on a little bit of a wild goose chase and found 2 on Amazon. Now, I will say this. I don't know. I did a little research before I purchased these 2 because I wanted to make sure, like, I wanted to see about the artwork. But I didn't see this artwork anywhere. I mean, I saw one of these, I saw the artwork on like multiple stamped kit sites. But I didn't see it ever anywhere as an original artist. So I don't know, buyer beware. Now I know Maydeer, my gal over Creativity by Gidge Amy, she did a review of Maydeer kits. So I went to their shop first and I found this cute little bird. I think it's adorable. This is on 11 count and you're supposed to use 3 strands. Let me show you what comes with it. It comes with a chart. It's a full color chart. Comes with beautiful flosses already on a card. It comes with, and they're like DMC, but they're even like silkier. They're almost more like a silk, but they look very similar to DMC colors. So you get all the colors, which I think this is a beautiful palette for this. And then you get the canvas, which looks a bit interesting because you clearly are not stitching in these colors. But this is your chart, and then you follow it. There is a little bit of back stitch with this one, but not excessive. So yeah, we'll see. I wanted to wait to start one until I showed it here. But I think I will probably start with the bird. I think this could also be good to take with me when I want to do a little lunchtime stitching at work, because I don't then have to cart my iPad and all that stuff. I can just take this and yeah. So that's one that I got. This is Maydeer. I, again, found it on Amazon, but I think they might have a standalone site. I'm not 100% sure. And then the other one is by Relaxing Time. But I've seen this chart by, I was watching, who was I watching? Oh, Amy, Excessively Crafty. She had a video on her page about the stamped kits, and she had bought from Joy Sunday and had this exact same one. Mine is on 14 count. So it's 14 count, 2 strands, and it's like Hogwarts. So again, it comes in like a zip bag, and comes with, I tried not to buy too large of ones, and neither one is full coverage, but it comes with all the flosses on a card, and then it comes with the canvas. And then what happens is when you're done, you wash this in warm water and all of this jazz goes away. So they say. And this one also comes with the chart in order to be able to kind of like have something else to look at while you're working on it. I see this kind of like a little bit like diamond painting, so to speak. Like you might after a while not really need the chart. I don't know. We're gonna see. I'm gonna probably start with the bird, but we'll go from there. I'm not sure. All right. So next up on Instagram, I follow Nerdy Needle Design Co. And she has got some really cool stuff coming to her shop. If you go on Instagram, she is at Nerdy Needle Design Co. She has some really cool stuff. So I purchased from her. On the other side is Joyful Little One's name, so I'm showing you the back side. When I show it completed, I will just cover up her name. You stitch on this. You can do straight lines. You can do, you can kind of loop back and forth. Like you can, there's lots of different types. She has some where she's added where you can do like tassels hanging from the bottom. Very cool. Joyful Little One and I are going to do this together. We're going to pick out the colors. She's going to stitch a little. I'm going to stitch a little. It reminds me a little bit of like lacing cards that she's done in the past. And so this is for her room because she loves rainbows. So Nerdy Needle Design Co. I ordered it. It came super quick. Was shipped very nicely. So yeah, that might be a good snow day project. I did get my Color and Cotton. Wait a minute. Okay, these are from Color and Cotton. Where's the other bag? Oy vey. Okay, well, so Color and Cotton, one of you actually alerted me to this, had some colors on their floss thing, that were marked down to $2. And this person, this friend of mine, reached out and said, "Why are these marked down to $2?" And I guess the response they received back is they are discontinuing the colors. So I went on to see what colors were marked down to $2. One, if any of them are some of my favorites that I use like on multiple projects, or any that maybe I didn't get in my colors of the month that I like might want to add. I got 10 in all. I don't know where my other bag is. So it's somewhere, because what ended up happening is, as I said to Joyful Little One, hey, go put this on my bed. So it might be on my bed. But these are 5 of the colors I got. So I got Tarnished Metal, which I think is really pretty. I got Aztec, Grizzly, love that. Garland I have, but I love it and I will use it again for sure. And then Flagstone. So I picked a few color. I think I picked 10 of the ones. I don't know what else they still have. That's that $2 option. But it's worth a shot at Color and Cotton. All right, next up. A Stitchy friend of mine was doing a D-stash in 911, Stitching 911 group. I guess they maybe were, anybody could post one. And in case you're not familiar with Becca of My Stitchy Home, go watch her. I don't know if she has any new videos. I know that they just moved and she was setting up her whole new craft space. It's awesome, an awesome craft space. I don't know if she has any new videos. I don't think I've seen one from her in a while. Now, granted, I'm about 3 weeks behind. So, Becca, if you have one, I'm sorry. But she had these 2 charts, and I just had to have them. And I didn't really know a lot until I got them. And then I'm like, ooh, I'm really intrigued. Okay, so I love the work basket. So this is the work basket Quaker Odds. So there's 6 different designs. But I did not know this. These are the odd number months. So here's January, March, May, July, September, and November. Oh my gosh, I love November. So November is turkeys. Or something like that. And then you've got Quaker Evens. Yep. So you've got February, April, June. I love the like radishes. August, like a quilt block. October, obsessed. And December. So I'm probably going to do these as like little ornaments or something. But I love Quakers and I love the work basket. So that was a steal. Thank you, Becca. All right, so next up, I shared about my Sulky grab bag. Well, after I shared, I went back and bought 2 more. So that's what one does. I don't think they're available anymore. But Sulky, if you don't get their newsletter, I would suggest it because they have sales on something practically every day. Sulky's website. Well, they were running some kind of overstock sale where you got 10 of their 300-yard spools for $17.95, which is incredible considering they're about $6 a piece instead of $1.79. Yeah. So it's a mix of solids and variegateds, or they're what they call blendables. So these are the ones that I got that were not duplicates. So these are all the variegateds. So I had 6 duplicates, which is okay. Because here's what's going to happen. I'm going to send these 6 duplicates to 6 of you. So if you would like to stitch with a Sulky. Now here's the deal. It's going to be a random. It's going to be a grab bag for you too. So if you're not interested in receiving one of these colors, so you could get a variegated, you could get a solid. It's going to be... Probably what I will do is have Mr. Joyfield, like, put them into the bags and close them, and then I'll add a shipping label so that it's his fault if it's not one you like. Anyway, so if you would like to stitch with one of the Sulkies, mind you, it's 300 yards, so it would be great for a monochromatic project that you need quite a bit of yardage for. If you will use the word... trying to think of something good because I've used Sulky before. All I'm looking at right now is my new office mug that I got that says Bears Beats Battlestar Galactica. So we're going to do beets. And I'm going to spell it because I want it to be right, which is B-E-E-T-S, like the vegetable, like the root vegetable beets. B-E-E-T-S. So if you want a possibility of getting one of these 6 Sulkies sent to you, mystery grab bag Sulky, one of them. So basically what will happen is I'll pick 6 people. Use the word beets, B-E-E-T-S, beets. All right, we're almost done with stash, which means we're almost done with this video. I didn't think it was going to be this long, but it is because I can't stop, won't stop. All right, so I somehow managed to be able to become part of the Color and Cotton Fabric of the Month from Crazy Annie Stitching. They opened it up at the beginning of October. It sold out within like 12 hours. Apparently, from what Annie told me, Annie Miller, who owns Crazy Annie's, I was the first one to fill out the Google form. I was like, do I get a prize? Probably not. This is the the January. So I'm going to say spoiler if you get Ada and you get either neutral or color, because I did 2 cuts. So, Fabric of the Month. And Angela threw in a special, so this is spoiler 2, a special little goodie for everybody. And it is a limited edition floss, which is gorgeous. I cannot wait to figure out what I'm going to stitch with that. So pretty. And I signed up for fat quarters because that was the smallest cut. You could get even half yards. And I did an 18 count Ada in the colorful options. They showed you what they were going to be. So I knew which ones I was getting. But I don't know which ones I'm going to get each month. And then I excuse me, signed up for a 20 count neutral club. So this, again, spoilers, this is the neutral for January, which is sandstone, which is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And then the color, I die. Like, this is so good. The color 18 for January, spoiler, is sea glass. That is so beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it, I love it. Yay. So I love it. And yes, I still belong to the Color and Cotton Club. Through Color and Cotton. I did drop to an 8th because occasionally, or a lot of the time when I'm doing something on 20 count, I don't need a large, even a fat quarter. And so I thought having 8ths would be great also. But I could not resist joining the club this year. I cannot wait to see what comes next month. If you are not a member of the Crazy Annie's Crazy Stitchers Club or group on Facebook, go find it and join. All right, last bit of stash. This popped up in my You Need to See This on Etsy based on my previous purchase history. And so I purchased it because it's adorable. So this is a shop on Etsy called Pokey Parlor. Pokeyparlor. Pokey Parlor. It's owned by Jane, and she sent me her cute little card. She has a variety of cross-stitch crafts and home decor. I ordered a bag from her, and I love it. Love it. Great quality. It was on a steal of a deal sale. Steal a deal. So I was like, I can't not buy it. Plus, it's amazing. And she sent me a beautiful needle minder. Look at that pretty gemstone. It's super strong. Like, it kind of came out of my bag and attached itself to my oven because it's magnetic. And then a beautiful foiled card that on the inside said, "Hope is the feather that reminds us we have wings." Which, she did not know this. You know, hope is my word of the year. So, I will treasure this always. I love that. Hope is the feather that reminds us we have wings. Love it. Thank you so much, Jane. I don't know if you're going to watch this, but anywho, I saw this and I had to have it. Look at those precious little angel girls. You know my propensity for the Teresa Kogut angels, but look at how sweet they are. And then I love this fabric on the back. It's such a unique combination of the sweet little angels and then this bright circle design. And it's kind of it's not a super big bag. It's in between the two sizes of the Diana bag. And so I love it. And it has a cute little charm zipper pull. That is a precious little girl praying. Little angel praying. So I love it. Thank you again, Jane. Go check out Pokey Parlor on Etsy. Although I shouldn't tell you that because I want to keep my bags. So anywho, that's all she wrote for the stitching, the plans, and the haul. So that leaves us with the final task of the day, the final thing of the day, which is the Teresa Kogut Angel Kindness cards. And I've noticed that a few other folks are doing these now too. So at some point soon, I'm going to get to the end and I'm going to have to find something else to share. Task. Challenge accepted. Oh, goodness. So I think she is spectacular. Love this. These are all Teresa Kogut's original works of art. Sorry, you heard my dog. He's out of sorts today. It's cold. He doesn't like it. It says, don't rely on other people to inspire you and motivate you. You have to want it enough to make it happen yourself. So don't rely on other people to inspire you and motivate you. You have to want it enough to make it happen yourself. I love that. And that is so the truth. Oh my gosh, so the truth. And that's what I keep reminding the little one, is that nobody's going to want something more than you. Nobody's going to work harder for something that you want than you. I can't will it to happen for you. You've got to, have some gumption and go for it. Find your inspiration. Find your motivation. She has been such a great helper. We've been really tackling around the house type things with this cold weather and not really being able to go outside and really not wanting to go anywhere because our numbers are still not fantastic. We've been tackling projects around the house and organizational things, and I've been trying to cook a bit more, and she's such a great helper. She loves to help cook. So last weekend we made waffles one day. We made muffins one day. I did a crock pot chicken taco meat, and then she helped with that. She's just a great little person, and so happy she's mine. I'm kind of missing her tonight. So with that, I think we're done until next Friday. So if you are in a place that is very, very cold, take it easy. Stay warm. Stay safe. We're going to try to do the same around here. And I will see you next Friday. And if you want to come hang out with me briefly on Instagram stories this next week and watch me open some more yarn, come join me. I will obviously have one next Friday to show you, and I'll kind of maybe do a recap and show you all of the ones I've opened. So with that, I will say, so long, stitch well. I'll see you soon, my friends. Goodbye. Goodbye. And I'll see you next Friday.